Ladies and gentlemen, the next President and First Lady of the United States, Mitt and Ann Romney.
Boy, I'll tell you, Cleveland really does rock. You know that? What a welcome. And how about that Sam Moore? Isn't he wonderful? Rodney Adkins, he entertained. What a terrific entertainer. Thanks to those guys for being here. And I was so pleased to be on the stage with the next United States Senator from the great state of Ohio. Thank you so much, Josh Mandel. And Ann and I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Taylor for her help and support all over the state. She's been working together with us and just an extraordinary help. And I want to thank also the mayor, Mayor Ruby, for being here and for helping support our effort. And it's good to have a member of the former teammate, at least, of the Cleveland Browns. It's good to have Gary Baxter here. Boy, I can barely get it out. He should be on the playing field today. Go Browns today, right? Now, I'm particularly happy to have a particular friend here with me who's the next First Lady of the United States, my wife, Ann.
Well, welcome. That was a great welcome, but you know what? I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? This is pretty exciting to get a welcome like that. You can't imagine what that does to you to get that reaction. But it's happening everywhere. It's not just here in Ohio. Some of you know that I've been married to this guy for a while. It's been 43 years. It's been an incredible journey, and part of that journey has not always been a fairy tale. I will tell you, we've had some dark hours. As you know, I've had some dark hours in my life, but I can tell you one thing about this guy. He will always stand by my side. And he will always do what's right for America. I've seen him in so many situations, as a husband, a father, a businessman, a governor, someone that turned around the Olympics. And I will say this, he does not fail. And he will not fail America, so I'm very excited to introduce to you the next President of the United States.
She's quite a woman. She's quite a woman, I got to tell you. Thank you. Boy, what a welcome. Thank you so very much. You guys are fabulous. Your voices, by the way, are being heard all over the nation, and they're being heard loud and clear. And Ann and I hear them in our hearts as well. Thank you so very much for your support and your help. Now, I want you to thank many of you who in this room have been doing the hard work of a campaign, making calls from our victory centers and putting up signs in your yard or perhaps in your neighbor's yard, and perhaps convincing a co-worker to vote for Paul Ryan and me. And now let's make sure that we get everyone to the polls either now or on Tuesday. We've got to win this for America. What makes this rally and all of your work so inspiring is that you're here because you care about America. This campaign is about America and about the future we're going to leave to our children. We thank you, and we ask you to stay at it all the way to victory on Tuesday night. Now, perhaps there are a few members of your family or perhaps some friends who haven't made up their mind yet as to who to vote for. And I'd ask them to put aside all the speeches and all the ads and all the attacks and to look at the record. Because you see, talk is cheap, but a record, it's real and it's earned with real effort. Change is not measured in words and speeches. Change is measured in achievements. So let's look at that record. That's how to decide. Now let's see. 4 years ago, let's look at the promises the president made. He promised to do so very much, but frankly, he fell so very short. He promised to be a post-partisan president, but he's been most partisan. He's been divisive, blaming, attacking, dividing. And by the way, it's not only Republicans that he refused to listen to. He also refused to listen to independent voices. He was going to focus on creating jobs. Instead, he focused on Obamacare, which killed jobs. He said he was going to cut the deficit in half, but then he doubled it. He said that unemployment would now be at 5.2%. And today, well, actually, it was on Friday, we learned that it's 7.9%, almost 9 million jobs short of what he promised. And by the way, I mean, you think about this. Unemployment today is higher than when Barack Obama took office. He promised that he'd put in place a plan to save Medicare and Social Security from insolvency. He didn't. And in fact, he took $716 billion out of Medicare to pay for his vaunted Obamacare. He said he'd lower premiums, by the way, on your health insurance plan by $2,500 a family by now. Anybody see that reduction? No, as a matter of fact, for the average family, it's gone up $3,000 a year. And then gasoline, the price of gasoline is now $2,000 per family more per year than when he was elected. Now, one more thing. He said he was willing to work across the aisle on the issues that mattered most to the American people. Did you know that he has not met on the economy or on the budget or on jobs with either Republican leader of the House or the Senate since July? Instead of bridging the divide, he's made it wider. Now, so many of you look at the big debates in this country and You don't look at them as a Republican or as a Democrat, but first as an American. You've watched what's happened in this country over the last 4 years with an independent voice. You hope that President Obama would live up to his promise to bring people together to solve big problems. But he hasn't, and I will. Let me tell you why he fell so short of what he promised. It's because he cared more about a liberal agenda than he did about repairing the economy. Did Obamacare create new jobs? Did his war on coal and oil and gas create new jobs? Did his Dodd-Frank regulations make it easier for banks to make more loans? Does raising taxes put people to work? Did his avalanche of new regulations help small business? Oh, you got it right. Almost every measure he took hurt the economy, and it hurt our fellow Americans. 23 million Americans are struggling to find a good job. 1 in 6 are poor in America today. And the middle class, even those that have a job, the middle class is being squeezed with lower take-home pay and higher costs for insurance and gasoline and for food and clothes. I spoke yesterday with a wife of a 60-year-old man, in the prime of his life, of course. And, yeah, you and I agreed, oh yeah. She said that he's been working as a welder at a company for 40 years, but he just got laid off. She asked what I could do to help. She made one thing very clear. He doesn't want a government check. He wants a job. The president thinks more government is the answer. It is not. More good jobs, that's the answer. The question of this election comes down to this. Do you want 4 more years of the same, or do you want real change? Now, President Obama promised change, but he couldn't deliver it. I not only promised change, I have a record of achieving it. You see, I actually started and built a business, and I turned around another one. I helped put the Olympics on track when they got off track. And with the Democrat legislature, I helped turn my state from deficit to surplus, and from job losses to job growth, and from higher taxes to higher take-home pay. That's why I'm running for president. I know how to change the course the nation is on. I know how to get us to a balanced budget. And I know how to build jobs and rising take-home pay. Accomplishing real change is not something I just talk about. It's something I have done and I do.